gave me point of not telling me because you don't know how a person is going to react. Like, here I am at the age of 25 or 26, and I'm just finding out I'm adopted when y'all could have set me down and told me the truth and the story behind it and all the other stuff. At the end of the day, I'm not really going anywhere. Y'all my only family. I've known y'all all my life.
No, but think about this though. Now, let me ask you this. They probably looked at it like,
thank you, Dave.
Not saying they didn't treat you any different, but they don't want you to think like anything that go wrong. You looking at it as being treated different because you're my real child. I love you like a real child.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I've told them, I appreciate them for never making me feel like I was adopted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So shout out to that though.
That was the amazing.
What's up, Kaz?
That was the amazing part about it. The amazing part about it was that I never even would have thought in a million years that I was adopted because I was never treated as such.
Okay, that's cool.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you still, when you are in my shoes, to know that this is the thing. I was told by someone else that was outside of my family by accident.
So it's like everybody knew but you, basically, seemed like.
Everybody knew but me.
Right.
And then a lot of people thought that I knew, but I didn't. They thought I knew, so it was never said because of the fact that everybody just thought I knew that was outside of my family. So when the situation came up and we was having a conversation, basically, so backstory, my mom got sick in late 80s. She ended up having AIDS. My adopted mom. She ended up having AIDS and she couldn't conceive any more children. So she already had my sister, so she adopted me. So It was a whole, story behind it and everything now.
I'm sorry, go ahead. No, I'm listening. Put me back on mute, Ledge. I'm listening. I'll tell you when I'm good. Put me back on mute so she can focus on her conversation.
It was a whole story behind it, and I understood the story behind it, everything, but a person still want to know where they come from because now I'm told from someone outside of the family, when you get news like that, you're just adopted. It's like you
come right back, Porter. I couldn't.
You don't even know where you came from, huh?
No, go ahead. I was telling Porter to come back. I couldn't mute it. Come back. Go ahead though.
Oh. You don't know where you came from. It's like you're in a whole different world. It's just crazy. But I understand the situation behind my family, and it took time for me to forgive them. And it was a whole forgiving process because when I ended up finding my mom, I had to forgive her. Like it was a whole process. So I feel like a lot of times we say we forgive people just to make life go on, and we sweep it under the rug, and it's not talked about.
Right.
And just, let it be that. But when you are holding a lot of stuff, it's like a knot in your chest. You have to let some stuff out.
Yeah,
you have to let it out.
Or else it's going to come out eventually, right?
Right, absolutely.
Because a lot of times I be asking these questions to people because I ask them to myself first. So it's like, and as I'm asking myself, as I'm really thinking about it, like I don't forgive anyone. And I don't know if it's a bad thing though. I don't want to say no. I want to say yes that I do forgive you because like it may be so minuscule that I really ain't got to worry about it. But at the end of the day, it's like I'll never trust you in that light to not do that ever again. Right?
The thing is, it's different. See, forgiveness and trust is two different things. I can forgive you. That don't mean I trust you.
Porter said you act different.
So I can forgive you for what
you treat people differently. Right.
Yeah. You definitely do treat people differently. When you start to let stuff, just let stuff go and stop holding in so much stuff, and you forgive people for what they done, you live life so much easier, and it's so much a weight. Like, even though the forgiveness that I had to forgive them for, and it was a weight off of their shoulders, and it was a weight off of mine because that was something they was holding for 26 years. So it's something that is good for everybody. Like, but I didn't have to do, it wasn't for them, it was for me. Because now if I don't forgive you, I'm walking around with all this anger. I'm being bitter. I got attitudes. I'm coming around the family, looking at them sideways and stuff like that. When you bring bad energy, bad vibes. So you can forgive people. That don't mean I got to deal with you. I can forgive you today and not talk to you tomorrow. I forgive you, but I know how you are.
But do you forgive her?
I can forgive you. That is forgiveness. I'm forgiving for what you. I forgive you for how you treated me, or how I hope you forgive me, because you would want somebody to forgive you. You treated somebody bad or something, you would want them to forgive you, because now you know that like I really did them wrong. I hope they forgive me. It's a weight off of you're letting a weight off of your shoulders. That don't mean they might trust you.
So let me ask you a question.
Exactly. You forgive for yourself and not for them.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that forgiveness and trust goes together?
No.
All right.
No, absolutely.
And maybe that's
because
where,
like I said, I could forgive you, but that doesn't train that doesn't change the picture that you painted for yourself. Just because you showed your true colors, I'm gonna keep that picture in mind. But I'm gonna let you do you. But I forgive you. But now I know how to deal with you. Now I know how to play my cards with you. Now I know I can't trust you around my money. I can't trust you with my heart. I can't trust you. I forgive you, and I'm gonna let you go your merry little way. But I can't trust you.
sorry to that. Say what's up, y'all. I don't. Now that you say it like that, I gotta think about it now. Do I forgive people? So if, like you said, if someone stole from me, now I know not to leave nothing around them to steal again, right?
Absolutely.
I could be like, you know what? You got that. But now I know not to leave nothing around them. So does that mean I forgave them?
Right.
I don't know. I really give. I don't know, because I would like wholeheartedly like remove. I would like. I just wouldn't deal with them anymore. I'm a person that I just don't want to deal. I don't even want to give a person the opportunity to even do that. Like even, thank you, to even make any type of.
And if that's how you feel, you don't want to.
No, maybe that's what I'm asking. I'm sorry.
But then again, I feel like that's common sense, because I mean, how many times you gonna leave stuff around?
No.
You know you got a person that's gonna come in your crib and steal.
No, that's not. I was asking. Maybe I'm asking, am I a bad person for removing myself?
No. If you feel like, I believe we had this conversation. If you feel like you have to remove
like
yourself
you said,
out of a situation.
But it's different. It's different situations. Like this ain't got, that situation was completely different. That now, right now, and I can tell you that was like solely family. Like that was blood. You know what I mean? The ones I love. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Now this situation is in general. Got you.
In general, I'm talking about in general. If you feel like you have to remove yourself from people to make yourself better, so you don't end up in shit or drama or pettiness or whatever. If you have to remove yourself. You ain't gotta explain why you removing yourself. You ain't gotta explain.
Does
nobody.
it make
I'm
me a bad person because I
don't?
Does it make me a bad person because I don't feel the desire to explain myself though? Like, you know what I mean? Like if
no. Absolute no. It does not make you a bad person. It make you you're making better choices.
I don't feel like I'm a bad person, right? Let's just clear this up. Like I don't give a fuck nothing about none of that shit, because I stand on everything that I do. It's just I don't care about people's perception, but I kind of do. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to come off as this brash, arrogant, asshole, not, you know what I mean? I don't want to come off as, because I can't display those characteristics, but the people who I display those characteristics to, they deserve them wholeheartedly, right?
I mean, yeah, like it's kind of like
We ain't gonna trip about the money. We know that shit. The money shit ain't about Nathaniel.
You have to put this out there sometimes to let people know you ain't fuck with. I feel like that. Like sometimes you got to be an asshole because some people deserve for you to be an asshole. So it's like, yeah, we can do all this, but don't fuck with me. So I feel like sometimes, yeah, you have to be an asshole, but sometimes we be assholes and we be doing too much, but we don't have to. Like, walk away from that shit.
Yeah, I know. That should be crazy, because it's like, I don't know. Can I forgive someone? Maybe yes. Maybe I have forgive someone. Do I have trust issues then? Like, what's happening here? Like, I just don't want to be a part of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be like, love is love, and then I'm just dashing out on you, like, you know what I mean? It's just.
But it's the same thing, because I can love you, but I ain't gotta trust you. I can have mad love for you, but I don't trust you.
Woo, that's a heavy one right there, man.
Trust is such a strong word. Like,
I know, man.
It's such a strong word, and that's why I don't have so many people that I trust. Like, I have a few friends. Shit, I don't even trust half my family members. Like, I don't trust you. For real. No, like, I mean, come on. Like, we all got family members we don't trust. Like, I don't trust y'all.
If I'm being honest,
sometimes you gotta like walk away from some people. And
if I'm being honest, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't have any family members that I don't trust. Right?
Oh, yeah,
if I fuck with them or not, it's a different thing. Trusting them is different level.
I got a couple family members that that can't even walk in my crib. That's real shit. I got family members. You can't come in my crib.
Yeah, that's deep. That's. I mean, I got family members that I don't allow here, but it's not like they can't. If me and these cousins, you know what I mean, put this shit to the side, then yeah, like they got their shit, I got my shit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But if we put that shit to the side, I don't not trust them. I have full faith in them being my cousins, being my blood. Like, you know what I mean? But that's deep what you just said, though. That's next level right there.
Well, that's real shit. Like, because I work for my shit. I work for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got family members that you can't step foot in my place. You can't step foot in my crib. And that's real shit. Like, no. And I love them to death. Don't get me wrong. They call me today, tomorrow. I'm there. But you can't step foot in this. You can't step foot on this step.
Okay. Yo, Juries.
I love them to death. Don't get me wrong.
Juries. See, this is why I like Juries, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Because every so often, he always be bullshitting, but every so often he come with some shit, though, bro. He said, peace is hard to obtain and even harder to maintain.
That's hard. That's deep.
Just trying to gain some peace. For me, these last 2 years, just trying to gain peace, like you said, like to obtain it was just insane. Listen, so now I'm trying to maintain it. And even when I took my chill and I came back, and I'm still trying to maintain my cool, it's still like, or my peace as I call it, it's still like, how do you, like, what do you, I don't know, man. When everything, like, it'd be like, yo, bro, everybody know you chilling. Like, everybody know you on ice. You ain't on nothing. And then everybody just want to be like, let me just see if he really chilling. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do? Because I'm chilling. But don't mean I'm not going to go. You feel what I'm saying? And it seemed like the more peaceful I've been, the more of a human being, the more like relaxed. Because I really, really, really been chilling. And I'm really, really proud of myself. But it seemed like the harder and harder it gets. Shout out to Juice.
Listen, when you find peace of mind, peace of mind is priceless.
34.
When you find peace of mind, is everything. Like I've just like really found my peace, and that goes along with, like I said, you can't even step foot in my crib because I'm so peaceful and I have so much peace in my life right now. Like, and that goes with forgiveness too. That goes with that too. It all goes together. Like, I think
to Philly though.
this is the most happiest I've ever been. If you find peace and you doing your own thing and you don't have no drama and it is, you a lot of stuff I just learned, I just brush off the shoulders because I don't have time for that. I got bills I gotta pay, I got stuff I gotta take care of. I got people I'm taking care of.
Right.
Like, I don't have time for the little shit. I don't have time for the drama and the pettiness and the arguing and the family. I don't
and
have
that's
time
all
for
we
that
surrounded
by.
It seemed like, bro, like y'all know I get on here, I be asking these questions because I really be going through shit. And they be like,
well, shit, Otis, like, everybody don't know where you, listen, everybody don't gotta know.
When you try to give a motherfucker
you gotta know what's on you.
Shit, but when you try to get the ones close to you, you know what I mean? When you try to have these type of conversations with people, they still don't understand it. You be like, why the fuck is y'all keep trying me though? Like, what y'all want me to do? You know what I'm saying?
Because they want you to come out of character.
Right. The easiest thing to do is revert to your past, right? Well, a man with no vision for his future can only revert to his past. Shout out to me for thinking of that shit one day. My mom, sis, 2 nephews, my uncle, who's a contractor. Oh, you don't fuck with none of them, huh? Damn, Jury said, look, nigga, I cut everybody off. Fuck that. Mom, sister, 2 nephews, and my uncle who's a contractor.
Listen, sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta cut people off because you try to get in your right state of mind. You only live life one time. We only on this earth once. So make the best of it. So if you gotta cut people off, cut people off. Like,
so how do you cut people off?
I cut somebody off.
And it ain't. The thing is, y'all, it be the family that really be bothering you the most. Like, it don't be. Every now and again you'll get a random.
Because that's the most. They're the people you care about the most. That's why they don't.
Or is it they the ones that's supposed to know? Or they the ones that's supposed to know? You see what I'm saying?
They the people that will hurt you the most because they the ones you've loved first. So when you got it hurt when you got to cut people off because it's like, damn, like I never would have thought that I would have to like really cut you off. But I'm cutting you off because I'm trying to keep my damn peace. Like, you gotta do that.
That should be when you. Let me tell you how I say it be some crazy wild shit going on out here in people's lives, and you don't even understand the half or a third of that shit. You hear me? But it be crazy. I'll be like,
that's why I thank God I don't look like that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've been through death at least 4 times in this one lifetime. Realistically, like I was. It's crazy because I was originally going to talk about suicide, right? And I don't think that a lot of people are mentally stable enough or, secure enough in themselves that say that they ever contemplated it, right? And nigga, what? I be fucking, and I don't believe, this is one thing. I don't believe that no one has ever seriously contemplated suicide. I don't think that.
I haven't.
Right. So shout out to that though.
I never thought about killing myself. I just had this conversation with one of my girlfriends because she was talking about how she was thinking about suicide. I never once thought about killing myself. Never once.
Now let me make this clear. When it's different ways of committing suicide, right? Any way you do it is not cool. For me, it was, I'm ready to go out here and have it to the point where niggas got to kill me. They gonna have to kill me. I was to that point in my life at a point in time. Like, man, fuck that shit, man. I'm not going to hurt myself. I've never had those thoughts of, jumping off a bridge, driving it, not that shit. But I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm ready to go out here and just have it with everybody. I'm ready to go down this block and shoot a nigga, go around there and shoot a nigga, go up there and shoot a nigga. That's suicide. That's proverbial suicide right there, ain't it? At the least. Well, when we go through some of these things, man, it be crazy because you never know what a person going through. What's up, G? It starts as a thought. You have to kill that thought immediately. You hear me? Mine is like, nigga, what? You gonna do what? And I'm happy that so when I went through my travesty, catastrophe, like that was like the lowest point in my life. And when I went through that shit, I had a female that I had just met. So she was there, like, she was like stitching that shit. Cause I jumped right into that shit with Shorty. No lie, I'm telling you, 10 days in, that's my bitch. And we lit, you hear me? But it was because she was there, like every time it was something going on at that, like, she just was there. But that shit was crazy, bro. I ain't want to live. Y'all niggas is tripping out this joint. I did not want to live, but my brain was like, nigga, you dumb, you gonna kill your mom, nigga, you dumb ass shit. She just lost little bro. Now you about to do some weird shit, get killed. What the fuck that's gonna do to mommy? And once my mom gone, I'm gonna keep it a thing. Once my mom gone, that side of the family is done. Every single person. No cap. It's like.
Well, that's usually how. That's usually how families kind of fall apart. Is when the mom passed or the grandma passed, and then once they pass, it's just like the whole family just is in shambles. Like, but I never thought about killing myself.
And then see now, like I don't want to. Like Jerry's, I don't know if y'all know Jerry's story or whatever may have you, but I personally know his story, and I feel like what that shit would have drove me to that point too.
I thought about killing people. Like, I'm about to kill this motherfucker. Like,
nah, we glad you ain't killing nobody. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for not killing nobody, man. We glad you're still here with us, dude. You tripping.
I thought about killing some people there. Like, this motherfucker I'm about to, yeah. But I ain't never think about killing myself. Like, or like you said, it's different thoughts about suicide and stuff like that.
Right.
No.
Yeah. You gotta leave out
and it's a real issue, and I think it does need to be talked about more because a lot of people don't know how to get through their problems, and it's just the easy way out. And what people really and I don't know, I never thought about it, so I really can't talk much about the situation. But
they say it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem, right? That's what
mm-hmm.
That's what happens. We gotta understand that even me, like I try to teach my children that this thing called life is not forever and nothing is guaranteed. It's ups and downs. You can believe that, right? So you got wins and you got losses. I really believe me going to prison at the time that I went, for the amount of time that I went for, helped me. Because it stopped me. Because I was head first. And then my first cellie was Daoud. He had life plus 90 years. And he was like, look, young boy, you got a chance to go back home. Don't get in here and get to playing the fuck around. Don't turn your meatball to a meatloaf. I'm like, what the fuck? He hit me with all this slick ass talk. I'm like, what are you talking about? Don't turn a 10-year sentence into a life sentence is what he was telling me. So don't get in here and get to playing. And then when you go back out there, don't go back out there glorifying what's happening here. Unless you're glorifying what you learned, which I'm doing now, right? Because without him, shit, look.
The blessing is you got a second chance. Because a lot of people don't get second chances. So.
Yeah. This man had life plus 90 years. And all he wanted to do was get the life sentence off of his release date. So when they say...
I have a question about that.
What?
How do you get life plus 90 years?
Well...
How do you get life plus 90 years? That makes no sense.
So Bob...
Just call it the fuck life. Don't add no other numbers onto that bullshit.
You think that's something? Do you think that's something?
No,
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm just saying, like
they told this nigga Luther real quick, man.
Just say I got motherfucking life. What am I gonna do after life?
Listen,
add another 90 years to that bullshit.
They sentenced someone to 1,440 months. Quick math. Who knows what that is?
Fuck this bullshit.
It's not funny though. How do you give somebody that much time? Like, what do you mean? Why don't you just say like this? Like seriously, like my release date is the year 3049. We in 2023? Bruh. Fuck you. But it's different crimes called for different times. So if you kill somebody, they're going to give you a life sentence. And if you kill somebody and shoot somebody, they're going to give you a life sentence plus 50 to 100. I don't fucking know how they do it, but that's just crazy. But I feel like a lot of people not adult enough to have that conversation either, as far as the suicide shit, the mental health things and shit like that. I just want to change the narrative, show motherfucker like it's cool to have those conversations. We actually should have those conversations, and we'll probably understand one another. Like, you know what I mean? Damn, bro, like, what you gonna do? Damn, Jamaican girl, how you doing today? Like, you know, like, no, on some real shit, like, how you doing? How's your mental? We don't have those conversations. But motherfucking, you know, a lot of our counterparts do. Because them niggas ask me, oh, bud, you cool? Nah, seriously, man, how's your mental? You good? How's mom? How's... Men don't have those conversations with other men. I don't know the last time a man told me, like, damn, bro, you know, like, shit. I don't remember the last time that happened to me. I don't. So. Come here, Jamaican Gyal. Come and talk to me. Good looking, Mike. Let me put some straightening on Mike there. Shout out to Mike. Hey, Mike, you tell your homies when you going through your mental shit? Yes or no? Get in the box. Come and talk to me. Somebody come on in here.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Shout out to Jamaican Gyal. You understand? She come through this motherfucker showing love to us. What's going on?
Chilling, listening to your podcast tonight.
Oh, all right. I appreciate you. So do you think that you ever truly forgive someone?
I have, because I feel like with me forgiving that specific person because of the amount of damage they did to me, I just feel like in my soul I have to forgive them because
Like for one, right? I island parents, right? So like my parents taught me always to forgive and don't forget about it, but forgive them because it's gonna stop me from having my blessings that I want to have. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to teach my daughter because I have a daughter. So I want to teach my daughter to forgive people. You know what I mean?
So is it different being? How long were you born over there, or you were born here?
I was born over there.
And you, oh, damn. So is it? What age did you come here?
When I was 8.
So you still raising your children on what you was raised up on over there, right? Is there a difference? Can you see the difference? Like, is it like clear difference?
Every year,
hold on, I'm talking about like Jamaicans from here and Jamaicans from there. Okay.
Yeah. So every year I send my daughter home on the summer. That way she'll know both of her families because at the end of the day I just feel like as her mother I want my kids to, like, if I have any more I want my kids to know both sides of the fence, you know what I'm saying? Because not everything is peachy cream. Like when I came here, my parents was on me. Like me and my siblings didn't have nothing. We was like 3 girls in one bedroom type energy. Like we literally had to share each other clothes and everything like that until we got to high school. So we don't have to like work. And my mom was working 2 jobs. My dad was working 2 jobs. So coming from a parents that didn't really have anything, and then I wound up was like, okay, cool. Like my older sister and things. I'm like, oh, I want to follow my older sister's steps, but I couldn't follow her steps because she wanted to be out and hanging out with different people, bad people, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to turn around and follow my own steps and things like that. So when my mother had got diagnosed with cancer,
damn,
I was like, okay,
cancer.
Now I had to, my mom died in 2016, but I had to do what I had to do. So I wound up, with my mom passing, I wound up having my daughter, and then I also turned around. She did meet my mom before my mom passed, and I turned around and became a nurse.
Yeah.
I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
When I became a nurse, I just was like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do at this point. So I still continue to help my family as well. You know what I'm saying? So it steps with things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like that was my step. So I had to do what I had to do. So me forgiving people, more of the story is me forgiving people, and now I'm at the point in life where I'm helping, like really helping people. And my career, it means a lot because like you can't hold on to grudges and stuff like that. Like, bruh, like I've seen people lose their family every day. Like I'm like, oh dang, I wish I could have just, you know what I'm saying? You be sitting there wishing you could have had them. Like, and I had to really tell people like, oh, listen, it's okay. They just gonna look down on you, things like that. Like you don't know, like half of the stuff, the prep talks be crazy. Like you like, dang, maybe I should have just, you know what I mean? Like switch up or said something different.
Right. So
it's a lot of things I missed out. Mm-hmm.
So have you ever contemplated suicide?
I'm a victim of rape. So when I was younger, I got raped by somebody. So instead of me like wanted to, like, I was one of the good girls in school, like high school and stuff. Like I was hanging out with people, like friends that I thought was friends, and the guy that wanted me in that way, I didn't see him as that way, hanging out with the wrong people, the wrong crowd. I wound up getting caught up in something that kind of haunted me for years. So even up to this day, believe it or not, I won't even let my daughter meet nobody. Like if I start talking to somebody, they will not meet my daughter. They won't meet my daughter at all. They're like, why you da-da-da-da-da? Like, and then I'm also a victim of domestic violence. Like,
I hate that shit too,
it's like,
man. Damn, I'm sorry for
like
all
this
that
person,
shit,
like literally bust the windows out of my car, told me like nobody gonna ever have me. Like there's just a lot of shit, but not for nothing. I'm saying this to say that is like you women and men are strong, but majority of men, this is the thing that I hate, right? Because whoever put this in this theory in the world, oh, men are stronger than women, hell no. They might be physically.
They were talking about physically.
Stronger.
That's what they were talking about. People got it misconstrued.
Yeah, they might be right, But that's the thing. Yeah, Graham said you might be okay if I beat you up. All right, cool. All right, you beat me up. Like at the end of the day, my mind is stronger than yours. Because you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like at the end of the day, like that's just what it is. But I will say this is like if you can get out of shit like that, I said to myself when it came to me getting that suicidal thoughts and shit, like oh maybe you should do counseling. No, I don't want to do counseling because I know it in my mind I'm stronger than that. I'm way better than that. I made it through that. You know what I'm saying? I made it through that for sure. Like,
I'm the same person. I don't need counseling because I'm stronger and my mind is stronger than that. I'm gonna get through this shit.
That's how I am. Like I feel like as long as you ain't fucking up my Balenciagas and Louis Vuitton, I'm straight. Like if I can be able to buy the stuff I'm supposed to buy for my daughter and pay for my land back at home, I'm good. As long as you don't make that stuff that I got going on, I'm straight. I'm
So
that's just what it is. But I don't. My thing is my coworker. That's crazy. She's another nurse. She's an RN too. Mm-hmm. So she like, yo, Dave, you might as well do a podcast because the way you be talking and you do your investigations and things like that. With the Shaquilla Robinson story, I was on it. Like I was really paying attention to what was going on with that young lady that went to Cabo, Mexico.
Yeah. Really quick, don't lose that thought. Danie said, so as far as forgiveness, do you forgive the person that did that to you, or had you, or like that's just a? I don't see.
Yes, I did forgive him. Even though my dad did some other things to him. Right. But I did forgive him as a person. He ran away. Well, pretty much he skipped town because my dad is crazy. So, but other than that, I did forgive him because if I didn't, I feel like God would have never blessed me with my daughter. Like, if I didn't forgive this specific person, I feel like God would never bless me to be a nurse today. That way I can help kids or whoever I feel like going. Matter of fact, and now I'm in school to be a doctor. Then, like, want some real crap. Like, I'm in school to be a doctor right now. As you see, I'm trying to be a whole cardiologist out here.
Wait. So when you become this cardiologist, man, you know you gonna have a remedy for heartbreak. Cause I'm coming to see you and you only. Because somebody daughter out here going break my heart, and then I'm gonna need to see a doctor after I send her to the morgue.
Yeah, but you know what? Not for nothing. It's like it's a lot of on some real shit. Like it's a lot of not black people that's doctors. You understand what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
It's like one African doctor. Like it's like okay, Africans. I love Africans. Shout out to Africa. I love all of them, white folks and all that. But it's not a lot of Jamaican doctors or something. So, like, right now, because I'm a nurse here, if I go home tomorrow, I'm be a doctor out there. You understand? So, like, they be coming to me to ask me to do things like my dad, like, I found out he had a hole in his heart. Right. How I found out was by myself. And I did my own investigation. And then my dad was like, oh, my God. So, when I wound up taking him to the doctor, to my family, because I was in the hospital, my family goes to the doctor and do things for free.
Right.
So, because of that they just, like, he's like, oh, yeah, Deja, your dad died, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, cool. So what we have to do, have a healthy diet, things of that nature. And now my dad is here today to tell the story to anybody else. Because I would have never caught that. If we would have never caught that, he would have been, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about we not the people.
We would have never caught that early on in the day. Just like when my mom had cancer, I didn't know she had cancer. You understand? She tried to hide all that from us. She would do home remedies. Like, my family's big on home remedies and things like that. But I'm like, something wrong. Your hair falling out. My mom hair all the way down her back. Your hair falling out. What's going on? We found out she was stage 4. The last minute, but we would have knew earlier on, it would have been way different. So they was like, instead of me taking her to a nursing home, like, when people get weak and they have to go on hospice, I let her I just was at home with her. So I did all the home care things to her until her last day.
Man, that's ugly, man. Hey, you doing your
for sure.
There you go.
For sure.
That's some shit that would have been broke me. I'll tell y'all some real shit at 30.
But it's crazy because, like I said, I'm when it comes to medical, hands down, I got you. But when it comes to like relationships with people, a lot of guys will run from me because they're like, "Oh, you independent, you got too much going on for yourself." When me, I'm just like, "Look, I'm just a hard fucking broken person, hard working person as well as anybody else. Only thing I don't need you is for your back. I need you to be here for me as a person. Don't look into what I got in my bank account. You know what I mean?"
Yeah, it sounds the perfect time, man. But that's the thing, man. I call y'all empowered women. A lot of guys not prepared. They don't under. First of all, a lot of men don't understand what y'all saying is what y'all need or want, what y'all asking for, right? What y'all requiring. So for some reason, us men think it's some subliminal shit somewhere that is not. It's just not what it is, right? But that's still
Right.
the fact of the matter is it does intimidate certain dudes. Like when I first came home, I was on the app like this, and I met a lady, right? And she was a partner at her firm, like in some accountant type situation, right? When she pulled up, I'm fresh out of jail. She pulled up in that shit. I'm like, man, I did this shit. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, cause I ain't got a pot to piss in the window to throw it out, right? Shout out to Priscilla though, man. When she pulled up, I knew, like, you know, we went out that day. I had a couple of dollars, and then I like spent off on her, but she felt it. And then later on in life, I had the conversation with her, like, I wasn't ready for you at that point in time, man. I'm damn near couldn't put gas in that motherfucker. You got to put 93 in. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to, but she was one of those women that was able to help me understand as a man. So like I had her, then I had anesthesiologist, right? That was super duper crazy. And you would have think, and then you know you got the traveling veterinarian. So the different, as I start dealing with different levels of women, I start seeing different shit. So it's like they really, like, empowered women really don't be wanting no bread or nothing. Like, you ain't even got to put no facade on or nothing, bro. Look, shit, you want to do lunch, man. Look, I can't do it right now.
I'm a type of person, like, they like, oh, like, for instance, that's crazy that you said that, because I met somebody today that I conversated with over the tag thing. So they're like, I'm scared to meet you. And I'm like, what are you scared to meet me for? Oh, you just make me scared. I was like, bro, don't be nervous. Like, what am I do, fight you? It was just because of...
Throw that nigga back, boo. Throw that nigga the fuck back. Any man willing to be... I'm scared of you. All right, go ahead, cuz. We ain't even gonna play this motherfucking game. Go ahead on about your motherfucking business, Candy. We ain't gonna play this game. Because now it's gonna be like... I don't know. I'm only assuming as a man, if I tell you that, you know, I ain't ready and you know, you like, no, come on, give it a try. And I'll be like, all right, I'm going to give it a try. Okay. But I mean, it's different for all men. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't intimidate me.
He didn't want him coming out the house, and then he just kept calling me pretty. He was like, you're just so pretty. And like, I was just like, I'm like, just stand outside of my car. I'm like, if you don't get inside my car, that's weird. Like, just don't be standing there. Like, I'm cool. Like, if I pull up, you be like, yo, come pull up on me. I'm going to really pull up on you. Like, I'm not one of them weird people, bro.
So hold on. See, now, it's two sides to that. When you pull up, I'm not getting in that motherfucking vehicle, right? Let's start with that. Now, when you pull up, we're going to go in this building, and we're going to talk about what's going on. Now, if I'm standing outside your vehicle, why you keep telling me I'm so pretty? Like, you shocked? All right, I'm out of here. I don't got to. That's what I was just talking about. I don't got time. I'm the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I'm going. I don't have time for that. Like, I know I'm pretty.
But I mean, but this is not the first encounter that, like, that type of situation happened to me. Like, I mean, he was like, oh, you're shorter than what I thought. Yeah, I'm not so old. Like, the stuff that be coming out of people's mouths sometimes, but I was just like, I understand. And then he started proceeding how he was in jail and he did 6 years and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, hold on. I don't care what you went to jail for. Well, I do.
Right.
But, like, my thing is you have to deal with that. I'm not there. I'm there to be your friend. I'm not there to downplay you. You understand what I'm saying? So, okay, you went to jail. You did your time. You came home. Now, what you trying to do? Where your head at? What you trying to do with your life? Like, that's how I'm not really.
Right. I could now, and as a man that's been, convicted and been in jail before, when you come home, so many guys is coming home and their homies is hitting them with whatever they doing, whatever, so it's easier to look like you didn't. But you got a man go and tell a woman when I met someone, I say, yo, look, I just came home, this is what it is, and I'm gonna need some time, and if you ain't got it, I ain't really looking for nothing right now, but we could work towards whatever, however, you know what I mean? We'll figure that shit out. Like, you know what I mean? But me personally, I have to tell them. I've been in jail 3 times. Every time I came home, I met someone. I just came home, right?
Yeah.
Don't think I'm into the shit that you into. Don't be asking me. All one time I came home and I met a chick and she was like, yo, let's go to somewhere fucking Atlanta or some weird shit. I'm like, I'm embarrassed because I'm like, damn, I can't even go to Atlanta right now. I only been home for like a month. You hear me? I'm still old man and some shit like that, right? But it's like, man, look, some women, they appreciate that shit. Some women be like, some women won't deal with a man that just came home. They'll tell them to get yourself together and wait, get it, figure it out.
I do believe in the PTSD thing. I do believe in all that shit. Because unfortunately I had to go to school for all that. But my thing was just like, you cool and everything. Don't get weird. Like, I'm cool. You got your little stuff you have to deal with. That's fine. Like, if I said, okay, let's take a trip, like the young lady said to you, let's go out on a flight. If I ask you, this is how my mother taught me and my family taught me, my dad as well. If I ask you to go out with me, that means I'm going to pay for it. That means
I can't wait for you to say that, yes! I couldn't wait for you to say that.
If I ask you to go out with me, I don't care where we're going. I'm going to be the one that pays for it. And that's the thing. But it's a difference too, because it's times that, okay, you go out with a person and you ask them out, right? And you'll pay for it, but then the guy asks you out, they don't want to do the shit in return. So it's a different, yeah.
But I ain't gonna act like I don't. I am gonna act like I don't know men that say let's go out and they not treating. I don't know them. I don't know them personally. Like each and every one of the males that I know, if we, offer someone out, then you know what I mean. Now what we offering too may be different. You know what I mean. I got McDonald's and Applebee's. I got some friends that got Eddie V's and Del Frisco's though. You know what I'm saying? We can make it all happen. We can trip.
It always starts where your career is at, right? Because then they be thinking like, oh, she ain't gonna want to eat Applebee's on Fridays. No, we gonna go to Applebee's on Fridays. That's fine.
Yeah, because you're a nurse, and nurses be different. But you can't wait. And I'm always got to play devil's advocate in their defense. Nurses play a different game than everybody else. We ain't gonna act the fuck crazy. I've met some RNs and you know what I mean, some CPRNs and CPNs and all that shit. I met all of them, and some of them do act crazy. Like they, like Applebee's is below them.
No.
Some of them do.
I'm going to sit at that table, get my get my little pasta,
real shit.
Because like I said, when you come from not having much and you had siblings and y'all was sharing each other things, honestly, when you get to that level where it's like you're comfortable or you feel like you act with your career,
right.
I don't act bougie.
Right.
I really don't. Like it. All right,
what is
I go to the corner store, eat a dang on I go to the corner store and eat a dang on what you call a hoagie from the corner store. Like my coworkers, they not going there. They want to root for it. They want all that. So I know.
Oh, them hoes crazy.
Like,
they crazy.
Like she like, oh, my mortgage is $3,000 a month. Okay, sounds good, but I like to invest it.
And she wait. So do now this is another thing. Does she expect me to? If your mortgage is $3,000 a month, you know what I mean?
So if I start dating you, what the hell am I going to do with this damn mortgage?
Yeah, like no. Look, this what happened to me one time, right? And Maul's still here. Maul can attest to this. We was out somewhere, and there was some young ladies or whatever, right? Maul had one young lady. I was chopping it with the other one, right? So the other one come over. The one that came over to me, she say, how old is you? So I'm an older gentleman, whatever. She's like, okay, yeah. So you look like you bought some paper or whatever's going on with that. Pick a bill, right? So I said, okay, cool. I'm playing the game with her. Okay, cool. I ain't tripping on no bill. So I tell her to tell me her bills. I picked the motherfucker the 130. Like, you know what I mean? What she wanted me to pick? I ain't tripping. You wanted me to say, you want me to pay your card note? I ain't paying your card note. You said pick a bill. I'm going to pay your phone bill. What's up? You going to let me get the number or no? She was like, oh, nah, I'm out of here. You on some bullshit. And then we get outside, and this lady driving a 93 Hyundai Accent. She says, bitch, I could buy that car, 10 of them. What you talking about? You talking about, bitch, you got a note on that fucking accent, bitch? My bad, yo. Y'all know I don't be using the B word, the liquor kicking in, man. My bad. No, for real though, dude.
Listen, I drove my dang on hoopty. I drive my hoopty, honey, all the way until that thing can't drive no more. But I don't need fancy cars and stuff. Like, I just don't get it. Like, people they really have to have the Porsches and the Benzes and the this and that and the third. And that's okay to treat yourself, but that's not something you need, if that makes sense. Like,
when I tell y'all my motherfucking car that I changed it because I know eventually in the next 5 to 10 years everything gonna be electric. I'm gonna find out, get me a Tesla. I don't give a fuck if I get it from Copart, no part, who part. I'm gonna get me a fucking Tesla, right? But my ideal car, and I learned this from Ron Artest, he sounded like a $95 million, $90 million contract, and went and bought a Hyundai Genesis, the top, like the one of that car. Like, you know what I mean? And that shit did everything the Mercedes Maybach did for like 200 grand cheaper. Let me get that.
That's how they're doing it. They're doing a lot of stuff like different now. These dang on cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon we ain't even gonna have gas stations no more. We're gonna have
the electric drones.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like my coworker, she has a Tesla. And she said, I said, how much you put with the electric thing? She said she only paid $13 for the electric thing. Wow.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, it's only $13. Yeah.
Oh yeah, to charge it. Yeah. Some places, yeah. But if you got that bitch in your house, you best. What my driver
You gotta charge it for probably like a couple hours.
I had a Tesla. I had a driver. I had the Uber driver. Man, I think the max is like, if it's on A, it's like 2 hours, 1 hour and 45 minutes. But that motherfucker a ride all week though. He a ride all week. All motherfucking month down there.
She said she ride like all month off that $113 thing. I said, Jesus. So I know, and I said Tesla. So I was like, and then when they turn on, you don't hear the motor or nothing. It just goes. It's just like you're not even in a car.
Now this another thing. Do y'all think that why isn't there any African American or minority cars? Like Cadillac is a black man, the poor man, whatever, right? Or the Buick is a black man, whatever, however that shit go. Why ain't no African American people or no other people design no fucking cars and come out with a car?
Oh, that's a good question. That's really a good question. That's like, why is it that the Chinese folks, they the ones I believe created Tesla? And
no, that's Elon.
Created somebody else.
Whatever Elon is, you know what I mean? He done grabbed. Well, that ain't even him. He probably do got some Chinese scientists or something somewhere that developed it, right?
That's the way it is.
Right?
We done invented everything else. We fucking tired at this fucking point. We just giving them a chance.
Nah, because but we don't. But this is my thing though. Like, think about it like this, on some real shit. If
they said we invent the light, y'all invent the cars.
If half of these entertainers and rappers and celebrities invested, just take fucking Jay-Z, this fucking that Rock Nation, that shit them niggas they all in together with, and put some money behind somebody to develop a whole line of cars.
Yeah, but see, I feel like everybody just want to be a rapper and a sing like that.
When I get that fucking money, y'all gonna see. I'm gonna have a car.
Everybody want to be in entertainment. Like
that's where the money is. You're not going.
Yeah, but
the world that we live in. True. The world that we live in is all virtual reality, essentially, right? We having this conversation virtually, right? You order your shit offline, it come right to your house, right? All of that shit. Mm-hmm. So the only way the way people are meeting people is like this. So I don't have a problem with this shit, right? The entertainment industry is the best industry to get into, especially now, because you can do everything fully independently. Mm-hmm. You ain't gotta. I spent whatever I spent on this equipment, and in about a few days, this is going to be on iTunes and Spotify. So they're going to be able, if they can't watch, it's going to be on YouTube also. So if they can't watch it on YouTube, then they're going to look for it on iTunes and Spotify. Because that's what the world has come to. But as far as the entertainment industry, that's where it's at. I understand why everybody come here. I don't understand why they don't go through with it.
I'm not saying that's bad, but I mean, your question was, why ain't nobody invent cars? I feel like everybody want to be in the entertainment industry. Everybody want to be famous, far as a rapper or a singer.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, got you.
Or like
they ain't on buying cars and flipping them.
Yeah, I think about cars. They want the fame, far as that. Like
I was watching something. The dude, it said making a change. NFL players for a change or something. It ain't no black pilots. That's number one. You can be a pilot for 10 years and make $10 million. Pilots make $1 million a year. Them niggas don't even. I asked my kids today, what y'all want to be when y'all grow up?
No black pilots. I'm not gonna say it's no black pilots. I mean, most
name
of the pilots are right? Huh?
Name 5.
No, I'm not. No. I'm not saying. I don't think. I'm not going to say. In the world is not one black pilot. In the world.
No. Now, when I say it's not one, in the world of 100 billion people, it might be 10 of them. Like, nah, for real. Like, it might be. I'm gonna check the statistics on that. It's not that many. There's not that. Yeah, because they wisened up. I'm telling my sons to go to school to be pilots.
Yeah, most of them are like mechanics and stuff like that. But most of the pilots I see pilots every day, but they old white men and they've been in that field for years and they make some money.
They rich. You know they rich. Mm-hmm. You know they rich. And they ain't fucking
flying no planes right now. That's too much. First of all, a lot of people
ain't nobody flying a damn plane. These motherfuckers don't even want to fly and get on the plane to fly. You think motherfucker about to fly a plane? Man, listen.
I was one of them. I have freaking. I'm afraid of heights.
I get on the plane in a heartbeat, but I'm just saying. Motherfuckers don't even want to get, black people don't even want to get in water. You think they're about to go fly a plane?
We got to change that. I'm not limiting my kids. I'm actually, what I'm doing, and I implore other black people to do is to tell your children about these things, these career opportunities that are available besides being, because as a black person, you got to do what? Be an athlete, an actor, or a drug dealer.
Well, I will tell them if my daughter says she want to be a pilot or something like that, what I will tell her is be a flight attendant first. See how she like it, and then let them send her back to school to be a pilot. Because that's what my cousin did. So.
Oh, okay. Your cousin a pilot?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Damn.
He's a pilot. So like that, because what happened was they sent him back. Delta sent him back to school when he was a flight attendant to become a pilot.
They'll pay for your food and stuff. Even if you're like a mechanic, like those, you want to go further in that field, they'll help you do that. Like I know a mechanic right now. He going to school to be a pilot.
It's a lot of work though, because you gotta know each control and all that stuff. So they gotta be all in it.
Tippy toe. Well, listen, my bad, y'all. Shout out to Tippy toe, aka Dr. Lil Kimmy and the bitch. Yo, listen. So listen, here's the thing. My son said to me, I want to play baseball. One of them said, I want to play baseball. The other one, he wants to be a Power Ranger. Am I wrong for telling him you cannot be a Power Ranger?
How old is he?
5.
No, let him still be a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
How?
Now you say 5. Hold on.
How can he be a Power Ranger? Tell me.
He still got about 2 years.
Bobby.
Let him still be a little Power Ranger.
Wait, Bobby, before you get in here, Bobby, hold on. I haven't had to give anyone a disclaimer. We're having a serious conversation, and I am recording, Bobby. This is Bobby, Life So Funny, a.k.a. Bobby Bitch, a.k.a. Burger King Bob, a.k.a. whatever you want to call it. I'm better than you, Ledge. I was going to fight Bobby to defend his woman's honor. Like, I don't understand what's going on with that, but that's who Bobby is. Come on, Bobby. Let Bobby in. Hey, don't yell, Bobby. Don't yell, Bobby. Don't yell.
That be a fucking round of applause for me. Like, hold on. You having a serious conversation about Power Rangers?
No, Bobby, let me ask you a question. So first of all, Bobby, the question is, do you ever truly forgive someone in real life? Do you truly forgive them?
What type of question is that for one? Now, why couldn't you just say, do you forgive someone? Now you saying truly, like, I forgave someone, but I really didn't mean it. Right? So you saying is that I forgive someone and mean it? That's what you trying to get at? Chill. Somebody say you grab the phone.
Yes, Bobby. That's what I'm asking, Bobby. Hold on. My bad, y'all. This is Bobby, y'all. Give it up for Bobby one time. Yes, that's exactly what I was asking, Bobby. Shout out to Pop in the building.
Do I forgive someone?
Bobby, we can't do this with this baby, Bobby. Tell us in the comments, Bobby. This nigga is crazy. I don't understand what that was about right then and there. I'm sorry. Shout out to I appreciate everybody for being tuned into the Based on Everything podcast brought to y'all by me, Ish, aka Legendary, and the good people over at Legendary Entertainment Company. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them people right there. Now, shout out to ENT. Because Bobby, that was okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Because I literally...
There's a lot going on in your background, Bobby.
He had a baby. Ice Cube, it was a good day playing. Somebody was standing over the top of him. It looked like the scene from Menace to Society. Tat, what the fuck? You want me money too? No. But here you go. Go bullshit. Bobby, what are you doing, brother? You surrounded by okay. So what was I saying? Jamaican Gyal. What's up, ENT? What was I saying?
And you asked him, would he be able to ever trust him?
Nah, fuck that. Forget with Bobby. We was talking about with Bobby. We went.
Should you let your son be a Power Ranger?
Oh yeah. No. It's not. Should I tell him?
Danie said.
No, but should I? What? What did he say?
Not stepdaddy in the world.
So she said that give him about 2 more years. Like honestly, he just going through a phase in reference to kids personally.
Yeah.
He just want to be a Power Ranger for right now. So let him just live in his little moment.
Let me tell you something. I would not ever.
To be a damn mermaid.
I will not. Let me tell you something. I would not ever. Let me tell you something. As long as there's air in my lungs, I would not ever let my children ever believe that they could ever be anything but themselves.
He can't let him be.
No. He got nah. He a Power Ranger. Now he run around the crib jumping and breaking shit because he a Power Ranger.
Do you know how long I was a Spice Girl in real life? Like
Shout out to the Spice Girl. Which Spice was you? Wait, which Spice was you? Eddie Murphy baby mom. Ain't that Eddie? Nicole Scherzinger?
That's Mel B. That's
Oh shit, my bad. Shout out to Mel B and Michelle Scherzinger and all of them and all that shit.
I was in London for the longest, baby. So at the end of the day, let that baby be him. For now, like I said, it's a phase. Like when he as he get older, he's gonna start telling you like, "Oh, Dad, I want to be this." Or, we raise these kids. Like my daughter, she told me, and she's about to be 10, so she's like, "Mom, I want to be a basketball player, but my daughter is gonna be taller than me." So I'm like, "Okay, you sure you want to do that?" She's like, "Yeah, Mom, I really want to do that." So I let her do that. She's a part of the team.
Yeah,
now.
that's cool. A basketball player is very tangible. Is a Power Ranger like what does a Power Ranger technically like realistically?
Let me break it down like this.
Okay, come on.
As an adult now,
right?
You wish that you could go back to your childhood. Yes or no? When it comes to the children, you wish you could go back to your childhood.
I don't wish I was no fucking character. No.
Only a child wants. They already going to have enough to stress about what they're going to be when they're 18 and going to high school and going to college and all that stuff. Let him live his childhood.
No, it's okay. He can be a Power Ranger for his birthday. He can be a Power Ranger for any of those, them days. Or whatever, like he could be a Power Ranger every day of his life, but he cannot. When he grows up, he cannot, under any circumstance, situation, or condition, be a Power Ranger.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's
change.
It's
he's 5.
It's a phase.
By grow up, I mean 6.
He's not.
At 6, he's going to be boxing. Who are you talking about?
He can be a Power Ranger at 6 and 7. Let that kid be a kid for as long as he will be a kid.
See. You always could tell. You always could tell when people don't have no kids. You can always tell because they talking about let that kid be a kid. Fuck them kids. You need to understand. As a parent, respectfully, and there's not one parent on the planet Earth that doesn't one day be like, you know what, man. They moms, man, fuck them kids, bro. Like,
No, it's be fuck them kids, but you ain't going to shoot their damn dreams out and shit like that. They a kid.
They're not shooting his dreams down. How do you be a Power? Where do you fill the application out to be a Power Ranger?
He's not worried about no damn application.
Wait. What you said? Hold on. I can't hear you. You gotta lift your phone up, Jamaican girl.
Was 5, she thought she was Doc Stuffing. So
the fuck
I'm
is
like,
that?
why she thinks Doc Stuffing is the black it's like a black Dora.
Okay, got you.
So and I remember being a kid back in the day and Dora was very popular. So I thought I was Spanish and shit. Like I'm like, get easy also.
Not the whole full-blooded Jamaican Wagwan way if you do it. Bumble Claude with the fuck Bicho Gabron Maricon. Like what the fuck is going on? You like Bumble Maricon? Like what the fuck? Bicho Claude. Like what?
I hated Dora. Dora was so fucking annoying to me. Do you see the apples, bitch? Yeah, I see the apples. They're right the fuck there. Like that's
no. You know what burnt me out. See, you know what burnt me out when I was a kid, man. Me and my sister, we always had a difference. We were very, very different, right, man. Lamb chops fucking killed me, bro. I almost wanted to kick the TV off the dresser, like, bro. This is the song that never, bro. I'll mute you right now. So yeah, dude. Like, I feel like those conversations aren't had with our children, with our youth. I found a lot of shit wrong. Now let me ask y'all this. I went on my daughter's class trip this last week or so. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot wrong with the way these people you know, these people we entrusting with our children at these schools a lot. And that should start from the top. Everything is going on. They need to fire everybody. They need to do like a whole new. We're gonna fire everybody that work in this motherfucker. I'm talking about if you're a janitor, you're done. If you whoever you are, you're done. Like everybody is fired. Like everybody, and then just bring in a whole new crew of people. They need to get more people like us in those in these schools that care, that know, that understand. Some people don't understand them. My daughter's teacher is of another nationality. And she is nothing that she can say to these African American children, because everybody in my daughter's class is African American. She has no idea what to do with these kids at all. It's like, what the and then the people that's being paid to watch them, you know, man, this shit is all bad out here. So I'm teaching my children that don't believe that stuff that's going on over there. Never once do these teachers ask these children, what's the matter? They just always go sit in the corner, stand up, go do this, go and do that. Never once had they ever asked the kid, what's the matter? You gotta lift your phone up. It's muffled.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Like my daughter, somebody tried to fight her in her class, and how I was taught and raised was, did you beat their tail? That's how my parents came.
Damn. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, Mom, I got him. Yeah, I got him, you know. And then my mom was like, okay, so we're going to take this suspension like a G. We're going to just walk out. But this young lady, like, really put her hands on my daughter. So my daughter can handle her handles. But I had to pop up at that school. Because why is my daughter coming home telling me about this instead of y'all calling me and say, hey, such and such,
this is what happened
your daughter,
with your child.
This what happened or whatever.
Got you.
Not my kid coming home telling me like, mommy, this and that. Okay, hold on. So now I'm in that class for 2 days straight. I'll take off work, fine. I'm sitting in that classroom. I didn't know what's going on. They like, ma'am, you don't have to stay here. You can, you know, we'll call you if anything. Nope, I'm literally in her classroom, her whole class. Like, what are we sitting in the back? No, I didn't know what's going on. Y'all have to carry on with teaching. I need to know what's going on.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna play with nobody. When it comes to my daughter, and then they hiring people fresh out of like college. Like, you know, you only go to school for 4 years to become a teacher, yo. So, like,
I don't believe those. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But they're like, that's what I'm saying. They haven't really put in no serious work to teach. Right. You know what I'm saying? They like 21, 23. Like, what? And they're like, I'm a teacher. What? Like, and these kids not really learning much of anything no more. Not like how it used to be.
Right. They're not actually
like how the old
it's
school
only
teachers
certain
were.
different schools that's teaching children certain different stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So now my daughter, she's in private school now, but I don't trust private school either. You, because it's just like, I feel like they do stuff for money.
Where you at? What state you in?
I'm in Jersey.
All right, so I don't really know too much about Jersey private schools, but let me tell you something about private schools, in my opinion, because I work for an independent charter school, so it was technically a private school. Mm-hmm. They care more. It is about money. It is. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
The learning, the concern, the treatment is all different. Now I worked at Independence Charter School West, and then from there I went to Grover Cleveland, which is a Mastery charter. It's also a charter school, but it seems like Mastery is of a conglomerate, and Independence Charter is like two of them. So you know what I mean, you could make of that whatever you want. they teaching. I was working as a TSS worker in the beginning, and they're teaching kindergartners. They have a whole 60, damn near 60-minute course period on Spanish only. Now, when this teacher comes into the classroom, because the teachers rotate the classrooms, not the children, right?
Right.
When the teacher comes in the classroom, then the teacher, from the time the teacher comes in, bueno dia is the first thing. There is no English spoken at all from kindergartners, 5 and 6 year olds. No English whatsoever until she leaves. Adios. Everything in between
don't
is
get me
Spanish.
wrong. Yeah, her school is a good school. I would definitely say that. But when it came to my daughter with the altercation, after that, I haven't had no problems.
Right.
Because yeah, she knows everything. Like my daughter doing her homework, she get straight A's, and I'm very proud of my baby. She's very smart. But so yeah, she's very smart. So she is a spoiled child where, oh, mom, if I want I want this. And she gets it because the fact is that I don't have to raise my voice with my daughter. I don't have to lick on her bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she knows exactly, like, okay, I've got to get my work done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what I would say when they was going virtual, I didn't like virtual because I like my daughter be able to raise her hand and have her teacher, you know what I'm saying? It was like she got distracted easy, and I didn't like that part. But, you know, it was COVID and what have you, and I understood. But I'm like, all right, cool. So now she's back in school. Now, yeah, of course, they want that $500 in, you know, tuition money for your kids to go to the school. And then on top of that, they're going on class trips. They don't go to just a little museum around the block.
Right.
They go to real trips. Yeah, so like Dorney Park and things like that when it get hot. So I'm not upset about. I was just upset about that one incident, but like I said, I didn't hear anything else. She haven't came to me and complained and say, "Mom, oh, this is crazy" or whatever. She loves her teachers, and stuff like that. She made new friends because my daughter was for a long time by herself. She didn't want to make new friends and stuff like that. And I was like, look, you have to like make friends. It's okay to make friends and whatnot. So now she's been doing a sleepover thing and all that other stuff. But she's a good kid, so she deserves it, you know. So it's just all about our kids learning the best education. Like I even said, like
that's all it's about. And we're not going to act crazy. Those private schools, it didn't used to be like that. It really did. You had these headstrong. I'm 38, so when I was in school, you had these headstrong counselors. We had those Joe Clark motherfuckers in these school buildings. Mr. Lay, shout out to Mr. Lay, bruh. Listen, you motherfuckers gonna go to class. Y'all gonna learn something. Y'all ain't gonna be. You know what I mean? Like y'all gonna take this test, and I can remember those times in school in a hallway, and Mr. Lay come and grab you, and he taking you to fuck the class, and he coming and he fucking making sure you do. Long are those days gone. Long gone are those days. Now, I don't know why they going, but like when I go to these schools, when I went to independent charter school as a formerly convicted felon, so I went there as a TSS worker. The impact, the immediate impact that I had on the immediate impact that I had on the children in the school, maybe not the faculty, but the children in the school, immediate impact that I had, because I went in there from the beginning and was relating to them. I'm talking to him. Well, let me holler at you. Look, the teacher, let me holler at him outside. I'll take him. Let me take him down. I can tell you, what's going on, man? What's up, man? Because they like, I'll never forget, man. The kid had his head down like he was literally tired, right? And the teacher just kept saying, go do this and go do that. Da, da, da. Now, I'm his one-on-one, so I got to do all of these things. But even so just my instinct told me, man, just holler at the young boy. So when I took him to the side, I said, damn, what happened? He said, man, why you keep putting your head down, bro? You know that ain't cool. Like, I talked to him like that. Like, damn, bro, I'm calling him bro. And come on, Candy, you on that, you know what I mean? You on that nonsense. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking to him, right? So, I tell him, he like, damn, man, my mom was fighting her boyfriend all night. So now I got to go back into the classroom and I could translate this to the teacher so you can lay off of him a little bit. Because sometimes these children that they're saying that are problem children are having problems at home, but they don't know to come to school and tell nobody, you know, what's going on, what's happening. It took for me to be like, man, like you just keep calling young boy a name. And I got young boy ain't on the tip. I can see young boy tired. Maybe playing a game all night. So I take him out there and that's how I get into it. Damn, what you playing the game all night? You say, nah. I was saying, man, holla at me. Like, you ain't nobody around. You ain't got to be, what's up, man? He said, man, my mom was fighting. My mom and her boyfriend was fighting all night. And I had to come to school this morning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's different. And that's where that shit gotta, somehow, some way, we gotta get into that as us being of that background, because some people don't come from that shit. They moms don't be fighting their boyfriends all night and shit. Don't be doing that.
Right. Yeah. That's why I just, like I said, when they come to my kid and stuff, my kid won't be around none of that. I try everything in my power. So if I'm fussing with somebody or dealing with somebody like that, I try to everything in my power so my daughter won't do that. For real.
So
for real.
So Fonz, you still here, Fonz? No, so North is a shout out to Fonz. He think he low. He probably at work. He's the only person I know work. No, he's the second person I don't know work 72 hours a day. He works 72 hours a day, legitimately. I don't know how he does it. Fonz works 72 hours a day, 8 days a week. Okay, well, shout out to him.
You good, boy.
Now listen to her. He said, I need my money.
How many kids you got?
Fonz, how many kids you got, Fonz? No, again, I want to holler at you, Fonz. Let me ask you a question. And he ain't got no kids. Shout out to that. Don't have none, bro. Fuck that. Don't do it, bro. Just wait. So let me ask you a question, if you don't mind, man. If you can get in a box, I want to ask you something about the caption, man. Do you ever truly forgive anyone? Do you ever truly forgive it, or have you ever truly forgiven someone? Shout out to Fizzie Fonz. He come through. He think he low. I thought I was low. That nigga, he the lowest. You hear me? Nigga at work. What I tell you? Yeah, at work. Bro, the nigga been at work for 14 hours today.
I'm still here. That's a fact.
But no, do you ever really?
What's the question?
Do you ever truly forgive someone?
It depends on the situation.
Right.
Because I'm going to be real. All right, so look, I'm a Gemini, right? I don't want to use this as an excuse, right? I'm a Gemini, so we love hard. You feel me? So if we allowed you to come in our life, it really takes us it really is hard for us to get anybody to be in our life. You feel me? So it depends on the situation. I ain't going to hold you, bro. You know what I mean? Now, because if I really fuck with you and all that, and you do some nut ass shit to me,
shout out to Carmen. Right.
You gotta go ahead, bro.
So and with that being said, do you forgive them though? Like they gotta go ahead. We understand that part. Do you forgive them and be like, you know what, man? I'm gonna let that shit go and just go ahead.
All right. So it's more like I guess you could say that because it's more like, all right, say if you was my man, right? Like say we hung around, we've been friends since like kids, whatever, right?
Right.
And you do some nut ass shit to me.
Right.
Like some crazy ass shit.
Right.
I can still love you, but I can't fuck with you. So I guess that fit I forgive you, but I just can't fuck with you.
Right. That if it was in that situation, then yeah, it would definitely be, it don't gotta be nothing between us, and it ain't gonna be nothing between us. I got you.
Right.
Got you. Definitely.
But I ain't gonna hold you though. It ain't gonna be no shit like, all right, like in a situation like that,
right,
you do some nut ass shit to me and we knew each other since kids,
right,
I'll leave you alone, but I ain't gonna hold you. If I'm walking down the street and you get jumped or something, I ain't gonna let you get your ass. You ain't gonna get your ass.
I don't know, Fonz. You different, man. Shout out to Fonz. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, Fonz.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah, all right, got you. Cause right, got you.
All right, say, I'm gonna give you an example, right? Say you something like you stole $100 from me.
Right.
I ain't fucking with you no more, bro, because you stole from me.
Right.
Like, I don't care how long we've been friends and shit. that means if you steal from me once, you steal from me
again. Correct. Got you.
So I'm cool off you, bro. Go ahead.
Right.
But if I'm walking down the street and you getting jumped, that love's still there it's still there, bro.
So you gonna help me? You. All right, if you stole it. All right.
I'm talking about for a situation like that.
If you stole the bean, got you. I got you.
But afterwards, I ain't fucking with you no more, though.
Alright, so what if this person stole $1 million from you? Would you still have that same energy?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. So it's all about
hell no, y'all niggas out here tripping. What y'all talking about?
It's all about the amount of money they stole.
Yo,
you feel me?
No.
So
I told you it depends on the situation.
Right,
like,
got
everything
you.
depends on the situation.
Got you,
Like,
got you.
But that's why I said $100.
Right, got
so,
you.
Like they ain't really.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna switch gears, and I don't, you know what I mean? I just be wanting to see how real people are, like, or how authentic people are. And I'm taking you for whatever you say. Have you ever contemplated suicide?
No, I love myself too much.
Shout out to that.
Now listen, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. This might be hard, cause I know it's be hard for people. There's no way in hell. I don't care how bad it is that what I'm going through or whatever. I can't just imagine doing any type of suicidal type anything. You feel me? Because you know what I think about, bro. At the end of the day,
What's that?
say you all right. You could be doing bad down at the time, whatever.
Right.
It's always somebody out there that's doing worse than you, bro. It's always
clap for that.
We're gonna clap for that. We are gonna clap for that. You know, I got a rebuttal for that. We don't, at that time when we going through what we going through, we don't know. We are all individuals. When I lost my brother, I went to guys that lost their brother, and one person had the most valuable piece of advice to tell me is, I can't tell you how you want to grieve with losing your brother. I lost mine. I'm going to tell you that just find a way to cope with it. Don't try to, you know what I mean, deal with it. Find a way to cope with it. Coincide with it, right? You got to find that. Mm-hmm. So when he told me, that was a good piece of information. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what you're saying is still true, though.
But listen, you gotta think though. Everybody not me either.
That's a fact.
So everybody not going.
We are all individuals. That's a fact.
Yeah, everybody not going to have the same mental mindset as me. Mm-hmm. I just feel like, listen, I think my life is worth too much, and I'm just not going. It don't matter what I'm going through.
Right.
I just feel like I would never feel like that. You feel me?
Got you.
Like, but the problem is, it's also certain situations as well, like you said earlier, because it's people that went through mad shit and ways those people try to take their life from them. And it was like, okay, they felt like, okay, maybe that's where I need to be is gone. So it's like sometimes it is a mental thing as well, yeah. But like you said, I love myself. You love yourself too much. That's respect. But it's a lot of people that don't think like you stated as well. But there's people that went through a lot of shit where though they got to that point in life, which they never wanted to go there, but they got to that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's crazy because I always, my grandmother used to always tell this to me. My grandma's Jamaican and stuff. So my grandma used to always say, oh, like it's something I wouldn't do for her. She was like, okay, Mom, you're not doing it for me? And I said, no, Grandma, I'm not going to go do whatever she wanted me to do for her. She said, okay, you're going to weep what you sow. And honestly, I weep what the hell I sowed. I tell you that. I tell you that. Yeah, when they say you weep what you sow, what goes around, it's just like, you know, everybody used to say out here in Jersey, what goes around comes around. My grandma used to always say, you weep what you sow. Yeah, that means like whatever you do to me is gonna come back to you 10 times fold, and that's how I think of things. So you gotta kind of be perspective with the way you moving and whatnot, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Because I always tell people we're all number one. The reason why I don't dispute or negate anything that anyone says is because we are all individuals in real life, right? So you may not have been, like you said, you haven't been through. Inshallah, you never ever go through anything like me. I categorize it as a catastrophe, right? That shit was catastrophic what happened to me, bro. You never think that what's going to happen to you. Even like you think about it, this shit, like when I look at Paid in Full, I got a different perspective on life, bro.
Right.
I've real life lived that. Your little brother getting kidnapped, and I've lived that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
if you never been like, not that it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's just that a person never been through that, so they can't say have they been to that level. So I can really, like, when you say no, I never been. Someone else said, like Danie said, she never been to that level. I can't say. You know what I mean? And my original statement was, which I have to retract on, right? I have to stand corrected on, is that I don't believe, or I didn't believe, that anyone hasn't ever been to that point in their lives. Now you got Danie saying it, and I got Fonz saying it. So now I have to take that back, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I've been through that point in my life. I have. And it's also like I lost. See, the thing is too, though, I lost two people that were close to me: my mother and my sister.
Right.
My sister got hit by a car. She flew higher in the building, and she passed like a year later. My mom passed from cancer. So a lot of things hit different for people, right? So instead of me like feasting with the devil, like we about to go out, me and the devil about to go out and have lunch and shit, and then I'm gonna probably get in a car accident, wreck my shit, then I'm dead as hell, then my daughter is left with nobody. So now it's like it's a generational curse type energy. So you gotta stop it somewhere. So granted, like he said, you went through the whole paid in full thing. Instead of you taking that energy and retaliating back to whatever situation it was, you took that energy and made it positive for your kids. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, when I got into that dark spot, I wound up going down to back into a positive spot. And I said, fuck that. I'm about to just become a nurse out this motherfucker. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And now my family can rely and depend on me because it's like, okay, you know, I got to a point that I'm in a state where though I got my sister, she got her own house. You know what I mean? My dad got his own house. Let's talk about it.
No.
They got cars. They got things that they want. And because of that, and it took for one of us to put all that devil stuff behind us to get to where we want to be. And that's what's up. And I stand tall with God because me and him stand at neck to neck because it's like I thank God for him because if it wasn't for him changing my train of thought, I could have been dead right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So suicide is a real thing.
We going now. No matter what religion, and I'm Muslim. No matter what religion you believe in, you have to believe in God, bro. You gotta sometimes, most times, all the time. Like not you know, like people don't. I don't really have these type of. These are the kind of conversations that I'm trying to have. Like this is where I'm going with it, but not to get sidetracked. You have to believe in God, bro. You have to. You got to. Me, I had to. When I was there at that point, I really had to offer like I really had to pray, bro. Like I had some good, strong people around me. Beyond that, the people couldn't, because when I'm by myself, when you in your head, bro, you gotta turn to God, bro. You have to. Like I don't care what God you believe in, man. Just trust in God. That shit going it's going to shake, man. I'm still the fuck here, man. Even when you down and out, because you got to think, bro, my little brother got kidnapped, right? Not no wrongdoing of his own. My brother wasn't in the street. He had his own business, own shit, own family, all that shit going on. And then he just one day take a ride with his man and he kidnapped. And then he never comes home again. And I'm the street one. I'm the one that's into it. Like, you know what I mean? If it's a story that has to be told. Right. A lot of times, even that. And I play this one song, and it's from 42 Doug. And if anybody ever listened to it, I always say, like, a lot of times I wish it was him. I wish it was me instead of him. Like, he say, I wish they would have took my life. I wish they would have took my life instead of yours. Like, it's crazy because I really felt like that. Like, God damn, because my family, I know for a fact, and I stand on that if something like that was to happen to me, my family would have been not as, you know what I mean, broken, because I'm 38 years old and I've been from the streets. I got in this shit at 12. You understand? So I'd have been to every level of everything. I've been incarcerated on every level. I've been in, you know what I mean, all that shit. So it's different for the family. That shit tore my family, but that shit, I would have never thought no nigga would have had the audacity to touch nothing in my family. You hear me? You can't even touch it. You can't even touch your homie.
But you know, God, you know that, not God, you know the devil always tests his water.
For
So
sure.
it's like, for sure, it's like me. Like, I was like, oh, ain't nothing gonna ever happen, this and that. You could always think that, but you got to prepare for the good and the bad.
You
You
have
know what I'm
to,
saying?
and be able to be strong. Back to the mental thing, you gotta be and have the
So,
people around you. You gotta be strong to know that, bro. It's something after this. Like it's a greater, it's something behind this. And that's what I had. Like I had to channel all that negative energy into all these businesses. I promise you, if you find me one nigga that opened up more businesses between 2020 and 2023 than me, I give you some money. Legitimate businesses.
Right.
I give you some money. I got something for you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because that was like my. He had like right now. I'm about to open up a dog kennel, bro. Like my little brother had his own breed of dogs, so now we got one of the puppies. So now I'm about to take that puppy and now have a kennel. Now I'm gonna have pit bull puppies,
Right,
American pit bull puppies. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what like.
so you're doing everything that he started.
Yeah,
You're
he
just
had a
trying to keep
carpet
the
company.
generation
I'm looking for
going.
somebody who could do that. I always talk about that. I'm looking for somebody. I just want the company name to remain. All the contracts and all that shit, you could have all that shit as long as that company name remain. That's it.
I get you. Yeah,
We got all
they
the
gotta pay
equipment.
for that.
He had all
Yeah.
the equipment to do that shit. Carpet installation, carpet cleaning, upholstery, all that shit. We got all that equipment. Anybody that know how to know what they doing with that shit, bro, they could have that shit. Only thing they need to do is keep that company name. They cannot change that company name. They have to work under that company name. And that's it.
That makes sense.
You off to a hell of a start. That's 20 grand worth of equipment. Fuck are you talking
He
about?
knows exactly what he's doing though. He got a business mind for sure.
Yeah, that's
and
where
it's just
it's taking me to.
that's what makes me mad with a lot of people too. It's like they got so much business mind. You sit back and you look at them like they got business mind. They're very business minded people, and then it's like you don't even, you know what I mean? You don't even see them anymore. Like, or they wind up turning themselves into drugs or what have you, and I understand habits is habits, but.
Yeah,
like I just be looking at a lot of people that like, dang, like I wish you would have did yourself better or get yourself clean to get back into that life of, doing whatever you need to do.
Yeah, for
like,
sure,
and it's crazy.
For sure, because, and that's my whole thing. Like I've been through the ringer, so now I'm trying to get to the youngins and tell the youngins like I'm still here. So they looking at all these other podcasts and stuff like that, and that's cool. I'm not taking nothing from them, but I'm still here. I'm trying to make an actual change. Shout out to the nigga Manny 215 too, man. Little shameless plug, but cause he out here in the community for real. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he going to schools and all that shit. He going to other cities and having little run-ins and all that shit to show these youngins like that shit is real and it's not worth it. But what's missing is the other option, right? So you're telling a young boy don't sell drugs. I'm not telling you whatever else to do. I'm not even giving you no other option. I'm just telling you don't sell drugs.
Right. And that's just what it is, because it's just not selling drugs is drugs. Okay, boom. Like people thinking like, oh, that's the way, that's the come up. Back in the day when they used to sell drugs, my dad told me clean, like, because I used to be like, oh, Dad, where you get all this money from? And I can talk about it now because my dad older now. So.
We ain't tripping this shit.
They were big dogs, like Russian type niggas. And I was like, whoa. And I used to think like, as a young lady, I was just thinking like, oh, my dad, he's just working and this and that. He do contract, like, construction and stuff. So I just thought it was that. Oh, no, not just that.
Yeah,
obviously.
But that's not even.
And ain't the same no more.
The thing is, you didn't know.
No.
You didn't know until it was however long. Right now, it's like they just broadcast and they're like, yeah, man, I got turkey bags of weed. Like, what the fuck, bro? I got all the DMs on the world. Like, I don't never really understand it, man. So that's my whole point in this podcast and like doing this, because I feel like when I started working at the school, I know I have a valid a point when I be talking. Like I really do research and stuff on what I be saying, And I feel like what I be telling people would be right, even though it hurts, even though it's true, but they need to hear it. What's not happening is people not hearing what they need to hear. When I'm on some nut shit, they tell me you want some nut shit, and I take it as a man, as a person, as a human being. You know what? And these people not going. They ain't going to tell me like. For instance, if Kira was to be like, you know what, Les, you want some nut shit, then I'm not gonna be like, fuck you mean I want some nut shit. I'm not really defensive because if she tell me I want some nut shit, I must be on some nut shit. You know what I'm saying? So I operate different, and I want to show the youth that it's okay to operate different because we are all individuals.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. Because they're like, "Oh, you crazy?" I'm not crazy. I just don't take nobody bullshit. It's a big difference. I don't have to.
You need to throw that nigga back. That's number one. Fuck that nigga. Let's start with that. Throw him back. The mesmerized guy. You ain't got time to be dealing with nobody that's going to be appalled at your beauty or whatever was going on.
That's cute, but that's cute to hear that, Yeah, but it's just like, you know what I mean?
Say something other than that.
No, but like the crazy thing is I keep myself up. Like that's the thing. Like these will always be done. Feet will always be done.
Let me see your feet right now. Let me see your feet right now. Let me see your feet right now.
Oh no, you can't see these.
Yeah, them joints. Hey, you got them Jamaican feet. You got them feet. You got them back. What they say? Yo, the Jamaican. Shout out to the Jamaican boy, man. I used to fuck with this chick named Kitty.
He's saying about, oh, you got to please let this go.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
I'm shot out. For real. Like right now, I'm in a business of trying to find me a new tattoo artist because the girl she did my leg, but I need something on my other leg.
Man. We gonna connect. Hit me on a gram or whatever. However I got one for you, man. Shout out to J Tats.
Yes, I need some nice tats. Cause I already got one. I got a few, but I want some more. No. And I really want somebody to do a sculpture of my mom on my back. Dope
shit.
Yes.
Oh man. You ready for it?
I'm going to pay them though. Pay them what they want.
I mean,
I'm a good person. I got good taste.
You gotta understand, man. Here at Based on Everything podcast, man, we don't really be tripping about the numbers and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
we know you're gonna. Everybody in here gonna pay like they weigh. You know what I mean? Everybody come through here pay like they weigh. Some weigh more, some weigh less, but they pay like they weigh.
But I gotta learn. I got a few things I gotta learn first. I gotta learn a couple things. I gotta learn on betting because I did bet on the game, but I gotta learn on betting and stuff too.
Gambling. A lot of women getting into gambling. I need to take that down for a conversation.
You should write that down. Gambling.
Women
write that down right now, especially on the mind. My baby daddy told me to start betting on the game. I was like, what? He was like, start betting on the game. I was like, dude, I don't think I want to do that, man.
Oh, all right. So, who in here with us? We about to end this shit right now, man. My phone about to check. Let me see how much time I got. This shit on 10%. We about to get up out of here. I'd like to thank everybody for coming through here. Based on Everything podcast.
For having me on this show.
Thank you to Jamaican Gyal. Give it up for Jamaican Gyal and everybody else that came through.
Whenever I do a podcast, I'll invite you over to my podcast.
I got you. No, I'm gonna get you here though.
Be in person though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you here though. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of these people. I'm working on a studio with someone. You know what I mean? I want to make sure it's comfortable for everyone. My biggest problem right now is the marijuana. I'm not gonna lie, but some way, somehow, I'm gonna figure it out. If you niggas out here, y'all see that shit, y'all recording places where you know me. Let us know it's only marijuana, bro. But yeah, we gonna get the fuck up out of here. We appreciate y'all for coming through here and fucking with me like y'all do.
Thanks for having me again. Bye, y'all.
All right, we'll get with y'all some other time. Y'all stay cool and blessed.